Good morning. Welcome to this edition of the Lynne Hayes Freeland Show. You know, I need to stop saying good morning because we now air Sunday morning and Sunday night. So I'm just going to say hello. Welcome to the show. We got a lot to do, so I'm going to skip all the formalities. Jasiri X is my guest. Everybody knows who he is. You know, he's got the One Hood shirt, the One Hood Media shirt and hat. Everybody knows who you are. He reached out to me a couple weeks ago after Mayor Bill Peduto was on the show. Wanted to speak directly to some of the things that the mayor said on the show. Of course, I welcomed him to have the conversation. But since that time, a whole lot of other stuff has happened. So we're going to start with this past week and the things that have unfolded in the city of Pittsburgh. It's probably perfect timing because your organization was one of several organizations, a coalition that met with the mayor, presented demands, if you will, of the mayor of how to deal with some of these issues. Take me back. Did the mayor ever even respond to some of the things you guys asked for then?
So we didn't meet with the mayor. We actually, we went out, we delivered the 12 demands, and this is the Allegheny County Black Activist Organizer Collective that, One Hood is a part of, along with, several other organizations, all Black and Black centered. And so we dropped off 12 demands to, Mayor Peduto.
To the city county building.
Right, the city county building, and to Allegheny County Executive Richard Fitzgerald, Chief of Staff as well. And so we asked for both to respond in writing. Mayor Peduto did respond in writing, and he responded with, it's kind of like how he's responding right now, a whole lot of words, but nothing really meaningful is in his responses. And no time did he agree to any of the demands, to support back any of the demands. The first demand was to defund the police and fund our communities. To demilitarize the police was another demand. Police out of schools was another demand. Right now, there are 20 school police officers in Pittsburgh Public Schools, and they're 84% of the citations that they write are Black students. When it comes to what they call, when it comes to them actually disciplining disorderly conduct charges, it's 87% are Black students. Black boys are 5 times more likely to be written up. This is the school to prison pipeline. Now, we know Mayor Peduto isn't over the Pittsburgh Public Schools, but he can say, as somebody that has that's a head of the Democratic Party, or at least somebody that is very well known and has a bully pulpit as mayor, I stand with you all in calling for school police officers to be removed from school because we already have security guards. And so at no point in any of the demands did Bill Peduto take a stand and say, actually, I agree with this, I'm with you on this. And unfortunately, this is why you have continuing protests in the city, because he hasn't taken a stance on any of the issues that we find, pertinent to our cause.
So 12 points, no position on any of them.
No position, no definitive position. He posted it online. It's just a lot of, how they call it, like a word salad. It's a lot of word salad, you know what I'm saying? And, since then, we haven't really heard anything from Peduto. I was, part of the reason that I wanted to respond is because, we had, Bill Peduto finally spoke to about, the issues in the Black community, 2 weeks later after another national story appeared on CNN. This was, W. Kamau Bell's United States of America, about how bad Pittsburgh is for Black people. And for somebody, particularly Mayor Peduto, who's very active on social media, very active on Twitter, to not make any comment, not even to say, I hear you. I hear your pain, to Black Pittsburgh and to those that commented in this series. I hear what you're saying. And, we're working diligent to make this a better place for you. He was absolutely silent. And he was silent for 2 weeks, while Pittsburgh, discussed this, similarly to when, Anthony Bourdain came to Pittsburgh and also highlighted inequalities in Pittsburgh. He's offended by that. And so I thought it was very interesting that it took him 2 weeks to even address another, story, national story about how bad Pittsburgh is for Black people, but it highlights how we feel. We feel like this is somebody that's unresponsive to our issues. Look at where we're at right now. You have a group of Black teenagers called Black Young and Educated that have been protesting for 11 to 12 weeks straight. Despite the fact that these are young teenagers, they've never been engaged by the mayor or anybody that's part of his staff. That's crazy to me.
I was going to say, and they've been protesting every Saturday, as I understand it, without an incident. Every Saturday.
So just to give you a little background on that, it started June 6th.
Anyway, do me a favor. Hold that thought. Let's pick it up. Let's take a break, and we'll do that in the next segment. I'm telling you, we got a lot to talk about. We could almost do an hour today, but we can't. So we'll get it all in. We'll be right back.